when you're down and feel like, you're in just a deep, dark hole, I guess, like after the first 2 events. And also, my health scare and everything a while back is just know that there's, light at the end of the tunnel, and that's one thing I've kind of discovered with not just fishing mindset, but also life mindset. It's just when you feel like there's no out or no, it just everything's against you, just know that, you just dig deep and just know that everything happens for a reason. And you just have to know deep in your heart that there's light at the end of the tunnel. So that's one thing I've kind of discovered about myself and just about life is just when you're down and out, just stick with it and just know that, the downs don't last forever and the highs don't last forever. So you just got to kind of keep trucking and keep working through it and just trust that there's light at the end of the tunnel after a deep, dark time. So it's one thing I've kind of discovered about myself is just keep trucking.
That was perfect. That's perfect. You got anything?
No, I don't think so.
Cool.
Well, I'm running like my hand is on fire, and I don't intend to stop even when my legs grow tired. Yes, I'm stuck.
After starting out 101st and 93rd in Florida, digging the biggest hole you could possibly dig, really.
There's regret in my soul that I did not invite. And I've got a secret, and I did not intend to keep it. Covered up my soul for far too long.
Where are we this week?
Lacrosse, Wisconsin, the final stop of the Bassmaster Elite Series season of 2025.
104 anglers in our field, all of them battling it out for so much on the line. Everybody is tied in the lead.
The Elite Series, it's literally top to bottom, is like the best in the world. I dreamt of this, since my childhood, so it's really hard not to just sit out there and take it all in, like holy moly, I did it.
Right when you think, he's not as good as they're saying, wow.
Oh my gosh! Can you break down how you got to this point as a 23-year-old?
22.
20, how old?
22.
20. So
Got him. Yes.
That has your name on it right there. It says Easton Fothergill Bassmaster Classic Champion.
That's when they told me there's a mass in my brain. And they transported me by ambulance to UAB.
You are an absolute anomaly. You had emergency brain surgery just a few weeks before a college bass championship. You had to get a medical absence so that you could actually be able to compete in that. Well, you competed in that, you won that. You became the college bass champion. You went on, you won 2 opens the next year qualifying for the Elite Series. And now, you just weighed in the 15 biggest bass in Bassmaster Classic history, beating Kevin Van Dam's record of 69 pounds, 11 ounces.
It just got really hard to beat, boys.
Dude, I cannot thank you enough for inviting me to this classic.
Everyone sees all the, the cool fish catches and the trophies and all that, but, there's a lot of time on the road away from my family, girlfriend.
It just makes me proud, all the hard work he's put in, and, he's been able to make it to the biggest stage in the bass fishing world. See him have some success is even that much more fun. Just getting here, you hear everyone talking about just getting here is,
And now you're 5 fish away from becoming the belle of the ball, the king of this sport, at the cover of every single fishing magazine. You need a pinch.
I've been pitching myself like crazy all week long. Having Kings of Bass follow me this season has been super cool. You know, I've never had anything like this before. I've never had a camera crew or anything follow me, so. Can't see me wink. I just realized that. It's been a little bit of a learning curve for me, but it's been super cool to be able to watch back on the episodes and just, you know, have that forever, to be able to just relive all those memories and that sort of thing, and kind of be able to tell my story to the people as well.
Oh, I'm shaking. It calls a 180. Yeah, shout out to win tomorrow, boys.
That right there was one of the best catches on Bassmaster Live. What just happened, baby?
Yes. She's beautiful.
Success to me is just purely making a living fishing.
Oh my God. Yes!
That's been my goal since I was a little tiny kid. You know, winning the Classic is great and all, but all I want to do is just, you know, fish for a living.
232.
Man, that's a good dude. That's ball game.
I grew up in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. It's actually the headwaters of the Mississippi River. It looks a little bit different where I grew up, but you know, I'm still super familiar with this style of fishing. And this is, I think, my 5th tournament out on this fishery, so I'm pretty familiar about this place. And you know, I really, you know, I love fishing this way. You know, it's a lot of big rods, big line. Not a bad one. Like I've said all this week, it changes so much that every time you come here, it's basically a new fishery that you've never been to before. Just, you know, even by the hour, it changes, so. Everything in practice I found this week, I gotta kind of take with a grain of salt, because I know it'll be different and it'll just force me to keep an open mind, which is the way I like to fish. So really looking forward to get out there and, you know, hopefully make a couple right calls early, and then we'll just go from there and run with it. That's a big one. That's what you want. Big head. The biggest thing when doing this is you're looking for call it a canopy. You want basically a mat with open under it. You don't want like grass from top to bottom in the water column. Usually you can look at duckweed and tell, you know, kind of what's under it just by reading the top of it. Typically when duckweed's like a super light color, then it's, you know, it's just thick grass under it. But when it's darker like this, like your frog lands on it, makes a good splash. That's a good sign that there's open water under it. So that's what we're looking for. It's just good mats. And I'm basically just casting and reeling my frog. I'm not even working it. Just all I want to see is some movement behind it. You know, one to swirl on it, just wake it, just some kind of movement on it, and then, you know, we'll mark it and just keep moving. Just cover a bunch of water, and because my main goal is just to find areas that's got fish. You know, I don't care to catch them right now, so if we can just find enough areas that's got them, we'll be good. So. Yeah, this is one of my favorite places. I think it's one of the best tournament venues that I guess there is in the country. It's just so diverse and seems like it never stays the same more than a couple days. It's always changing, so it forces you to adapt, which, you know, I like those places. It makes you think a little bit and try to think outside the box and try to stay ahead of them rather than chasing them. And with the changing conditions, I think whoever wins this tournament has no clue. Like, they'll probably be like me where, you know, they have some clues, but, you know, they don't really have anything dialed in. And that's the way you should be with changing conditions that we have. The water's gonna come up 8 inches today and probably another, you know, quarter foot, half foot on the off day. So it's gonna look way different when we get back out here. Whoever wins will have to dial it in as the tournament progresses. So. I got a lot happening right here. Fish eat my frog. Spook almost fell in the lake. Sorry, what'd you say? Yeah, I'm definitely comfortable here. It's just, who knows if I'll make the right adjustments on tournament day, but I'm sure gonna do my best, and this is definitely the kind of event that, you know, I really like. So I grew up on the Mississippi, you know. I'm on the very first pool from the headwaters, so it looks a little different than this, but very familiar with the style of fishing, so definitely enjoying my time here. Everything goes right, it'll be a frog and flipping tournament. Maybe a big swim bait as well. Ideally frog and flipping the whole time. Yeah, there's something with my mind. My mind don't work right if I don't have a lot of rods laying out, so. I mean, that's just an example, like flipping, for example, I'll have a 1 ounce weight and a 3/4 ounce weight. I'll have 2 different styles of frogs on the deck. I mean, yeah, there'll just be a lot of rods, but not all that many techniques, just kind of different variations of each technique. Maybe I should rig up red bug just for...
That bug?
It might be on that bug. I can't lie. It might be on that bug. They should make a red bug colored frog. I would throw the crap out of that. Maybe I need a signature red bug colored frog.
That'd be sweet.
I should get a red bug colored pillowcase. Actually, I'm gonna put a red bug on my drop shot. That's what I am gonna do, 100%. 15 a day to win. I'm gonna say 12 and a half to 13 a day for a check. So it'll probably be 13 a day. These guys are so good, it'll probably be 13 a day for a check. But last year in the Open, I had almost 16 a day and got 12th, so I think if you got 16 a day this week, I don't know. All I know is this year is definitely harder to get a 3-pound bite than last year in the Open, so that's all I do know. I'll be able to get to the area. I don't know about the exact spot that I want to get to, but there's really kind of 4 little smaller areas that I would like to get in and, you know, do my thing. So I'm confident I'll get one of them. Maybe not the one I want, but as long as I can get somewhere in there, we'll be good. There'll definitely be some people locking for sure. For me, I just, you know, obviously you can go do it one day and have a really good day, but I don't think you can do it 4 days in a row without getting locked out at least one of the days, which ruins your tournament. So for me, I didn't even consider locking. Plus, it's been a long time since it's been won in a different pool. It seems like it's always won in pool 8, so the winning fish are definitely in every pool. It's just a matter of if you want to risk it or not. And the reason it's always won in pool 8 is probably just because not many people are willing to take the risk, because every tournament you come here, people get locked out. So I think that's why people just stay in pool 8 and really dial it in. Yeah, so we're probably halfway through rigging. You know, I got my primary stuff rigged up. Gonna do some stuff, you know, that may change just so I'm ready for anything tomorrow. But yeah, after I get done rigging, we'll get the boat cleaned up a little bit, get the batteries charging, just make sure everything's in line, ready to go. And, you know, with the off day, it's 2:30 and I'm already, you know, kind of winding down, getting everything done, which is nice. But my family's about to be in town. We'll probably go out to dinner, and then yeah, just get a good night's rest and we'll be ready to go in the morning. So catch you guys in the morning, ready to go. Feeling good this morning. I think there's a lot of unknowns throughout the whole field, just with, you know, we had an off day, lots of changing conditions during the off day, so I think we're all eager to get out there and just, you know, see how the place has changed, see what's muddied up, see what's still clear, that sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited to get out there and see what happens. Crazy how fast this season's went by. Like, it seems like just yesterday I was driving home from Florida, and yeah, it just went by with the blink of an eye. It's pretty insane how fast my first season has gone by. But yeah, I guess I haven't really sat down and thought about that too much yet. Just been, I guess, more worried about ending off on a bang. You know, I really want to push the 2 guys in front of me for Rookie of the Year and make them earn it. So kind of the goal this week is have a good finish and just see where the cards fall. It's kind of where my mind's at. right when I first pulled up, had a couple miss the frog, but they definitely moved a little bit. So I'm just gonna work in here a little bit, see if they shifted in here with the water coming up. But there was a big school in that point, and they're either just not showing themselves or they moved. So that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Visually it looks the same, but the water's come up, definitely. Pike. Yep. I'm seeing some nice ones out in front of the grass here. There's just so many little tiny ones here that they grab it before I can get in front of a nice one. So, but I'm not gonna spend too much longer here. Just gonna, we're just gonna a couple more minutes here, and then we're gonna put the frog back in our hands and go somewhere else probably. So. But there's definitely some, nice ones swimming around here. If I can just get my bait in front of them without a little tiny one grabbing it, so. On the left side of the pads here, there's a little shell bed that the fish are kind of relating to. They're just coming in and out. They're not just sitting on it. So, one could probably sit there all day and get some good bites, but I can't get myself to do that. So we're gonna keep, I guess, bouncing around a little bit. I'm just gonna go to the point here, and then we're gonna go to the backside around the corner here. So there's still some frog stuff I want to hit to try to get another 3.5, 4 pounder or so, but hopefully we can get 1 or 2 more upgrades before we go do that, and then sitting just fine. So really want 1 or 2 bites before we get out of here. It's kind of my goal. Gonna fish this eelgrass right here, and then we're gonna buzz through where I caught those couple around the corner one more time super quick, and then we're gonna go hit a couple frogging places down the river a little bit, try to get like 2 big bites. Yeah, hopefully we can get 2 or 3 more upgrades before the day is over. Get rid of, I have a couple really small ones in there, so lots of room to grow if we can get a couple of good bites. So that's kind of the game plan, and see if it works out.
to the left of the big tent and all the way to the other end.
Thank you.
Is the reigning and defending Bassmaster Classic champion from Grand Rapids, Minnesota, Easton Fothergill. 11 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 19th place currently with 11:15. 11:15, sitting in 19th place, and man, this is going to be a fun week, but for us to watch, but a stressful week for all of you guys, because this river, everything's earned.
Yeah, it's not fishing easy right now, especially with the rising water, and a lot of it's muddy now, so they're all super spread out, and yeah, you just got to work hard for them, and only had 2 good ones today, and hope for 5 tomorrow.
All right, go get me the 5 right ones tomorrow. We'll see you back here tomorrow, a 5-time Classic qualifier.
I guess a lot harder than I expected. Fish were jumping over my frog and just missing my stuff. And just, I don't know, they just bit a little bit weird for me. But it's partially on me too. I spent too much time in a couple different areas, so yeah, we're gonna kind of switch up our rotation today. Start somewhere different. And then, yeah, we'll just go from there, but it won't be easy once again, but I think we may come back if I can just make the right rotation. And you know, it's so much timing out there right now, so I'm just gonna bounce around a little bit more, I think, and then yeah, hopefully we can get our timing right and land on them. I guess I don't know if there's too much sneaky going on here with the rising water. The fish are kind of pushed back as far as they can go in these backwaters. You know, that big one I caught yesterday was like 1 foot and 2 feet of water. Probably 1 foot actually, it was shallow. So it just has all these fish like pushed really shallow. I haven't looked at the water level yet this morning, I gotta do that yet. If it's coming back down, that could really change the bite. So I have to check the water level, and that might play into my game plan today if it is coming back down now. So just gonna make a game plan as we go at the ramp here this morning.
I found a way you can breathe fire. You can do it for me. Today's the day you breathe fire.
Today's the day.
I brought apparatus to help you breathe fire.
Apparatus? What's
you
that?
Have you ever done smelling salts?
I have. Intramural football.
Would you like to get a little smelling salts with me right now?
Sure.
There you go. Do you know how to use that? Just break it. Careful. I almost killed. Okay, now smell her up.
Oh yeah.
You there now?
We're ready to go now.
Don't be afraid to hit a little more.
We're ready to go.
You're good. Enough's enough.
Did you say Takumi did this?
Yo, he wanted more.
You wanted more?
Yeah, he had one in each nostril.
In his nostril?
Oh, he's very obsessive about things. He loves them. All right, go catch him.
Try. Yeah, so in a place I was fishing yesterday, there's a line of buoys right in front of the docks, so I thought, you know, usually when that's the case, there's a no wake, you know, within a certain amount of feet of the dock, so I just ran on the outside of the buoys, but I guess the whole cove is no wake. And I looked at the map too, and it looks like just that, like where the buoys are to the east is no wake, but I guess it is the whole cove, so because of that we'll be serving a 30-minute penalty before takeoff, but it's just an honest mistake, turned myself in, and yeah, it's all good. We'll learn from our mistakes and stay at it. try just a couple more spots in here before we head out, but so far I'm just not seeing what I need to see to stick around in here, so we're gonna check a couple more spots, see if we land on anything. If not, we're gonna go somewhere, not sure where yet, so. Pound and 3/4.
Pound and 3/4.
There's a big one. Big one. Yes.
There we go. That is a ward on blue.
Two really small ones right now, so if I just get 2 more, good bites, I can fish tomorrow. So I'm gonna go try this deal near where I was yesterday and see if I can make that happen. Do some frogging too, but yeah, just need 2 big bites and we'll be sitting good. So still got a lot of time left in the day and hopefully we can make it happen. See you guys later. Going.
I won't make you walk. You got the classic victory, so you're kind of a big deal now.
Appreciate the ride.
He's your reigning and defending classic champion from Grand Rapids, Minnesota, Easton Fothergill. Easton Fothergill started the day with 11:15. He's got 5 fish. Let's get him in semifinals Saturday. 12 pounds, 14 ounces with 24 pounds, 13 ounces. Unfortunately, outside of the top 50 in 57th place right now. But the good news is that is a rare spot for you this season, and crazy, this is going to conclude your rookie season here on the Elite Series, and I would say it was a pretty stinking good year for you.
Yeah, it's been an awesome year. I'm grateful every day to be on the stage, and yeah, after the start I had, to have that comeback feels pretty good, and wish it could have ended on a bang, but yeah, I mean, we'll get them next year, but just want to say thanks to my family and, girlfriend and, all my sponsors and for all the support this year, and yeah, looking forward to next year already.
Scary thing is, you're just getting started. I can't wait to watch it.
So
cool.
We were actually up at the Leech Lake Open last year when you won up there.
Awesome. So. That's so cool. Success to me is just purely making a living fishing is what success is. That's been my goal since I was a little tiny kid. Winning the Classic is great and all, but all I want to do is just, fish for a living. That's been my goal since day one. Obviously the Classic win is a huge, stepping stone to accomplishing that goal, but I guess that's what success means to me. You know, it's the long nights and the time on the road and all that. You know, it's what I've wanted to do since day one. So I guess when I think of success, you know, when I'm able to accomplish that and have a career doing it, that's what success would mean to me.
Thank you.
We were watching you last year at Elite Series when you won the Open to qualify. That's good.
Thank you.
Good year, buddy.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good one. I feel like I had a pretty solid game plan going in today. You know, I was gonna fish more stuff, kind of like I fished yesterday, except, you know, some new water that sets up the same way, and it started out pretty decent. You know, I had a limit real quick, and then got that 4-pounder. I thought I was gaining traction, and then, you know, I was seeing fish all day on scope, but just couldn't get them to go. You know, midday, that kind of slowed down, so I felt like I made a good decision and went and picked up a frog and just beat the bank, covered as much water as I could. Caught a ton of fish doing that today, and it was in areas where I caught good ones in practice, so felt for sure, you know, if I kept setting the hook with a frog, I would run into some good ones, which never happened today. But yeah, I mean, all in all, it wasn't all that bad of a finish. I'm sure we'll be, you know, mid-60s probably. Yeah, proud of the season I had, and after the start that we had, we were able to rebound super well and end up, you know, double qualifying for the Classic, which, you know, super proud of that. And a lot of lessons learned this year, and I'm ready to take the next year, and, you know, hopefully we can avoid those total bomb tournaments and, you know, go even higher in the AOI race and hopefully have a shot at it. So that's kind of the goal, but yeah, couldn't be happier with my rookie season. I mean, obviously I'm super proud of the Classic. You know, that's such a big feat that hardly anyone can say that they've done, but, you know, also with that, the comeback that I had, you know, coming from last in AOI for 2 events to coming oh so close to Rookie of the Year is definitely something I'm super proud of, because against these guys it's so hard to make any ground. So that's 2 huge wins this season, even though I didn't, you know, exactly finish where I want just because of my bombs at the beginning of the year. But yeah, I mean, definitely the season's definitely a win in my books for sure, having the Classic win and also the comeback that I had for sure. Yeah, there's always a chance of having a huge comeback, and, you know, I've thought a lot about, you know, if I turn those, you know, mid 90 to 100th place finishes into 70th place finishes, how big of a difference that would make on my, you know, end of the season AOI placing. It's just so much to learn, I guess, you know, when to, you know, bail out on trying to win on the tournament and go try to grab your points for the event. So I mean, just so much to learn in the strategy of fishing, and we definitely learned a lot about that this year, and looking forward to taking it into next year in my sophomore season. All right, guys, that wraps up this season of the Kings of Bass YouTube series. I followed myself all through my rookie season on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Just want to thank you guys for following along all season long, and we'll catch you next year on the Kings of Bass YouTube channel.